Q1 estimates for the quarter. We have revenue here, which is expected to be $1.8 billion for the first quarter. That's more than what the company brought in all of 2020. So the company earned about $1.2 billion in revenue last year. Reminder, this is just one quarter. They brought in $1.8 billion. Net income, they gave a range of between $730 million and $800 million. So the company is profitable heading into that direct listing next week. The company reported a loss in 2019, so turning a profit in this quarter. They also gave verified users 56 million people. That's up from 43 million for their last publicly disclosed number in February. For guidance, this is interesting, guys. They gave 3 different scenarios: the high, the mid, and the low. And this is based on monthly transactional users. They say, given the inherent unpredictability of our business, they're providing a range of possible scenarios for the full year 2021. So analysts here will have to do a little math based on monthly transactional users. But again, Coinbase out with their Q1 estimates ahead of a direct listing next week. Back to you guys.
Anywhere from 4 million to 7 million in those MTUs, they call it. Kate Rooney. Kate, thank you very much. We're obviously not showing anything because this is not a public company yet. It is set to go public via direct listing next week. Mike, what stands out to you?
Well, the fact that it is, pretty comfortably profitable at these levels already. It's got very good margins. Again, it's kind of got this 11 or 12% market share, as they characterize it, in terms of just dollars on the platform, in terms of people trading these crypto assets. So it's a very well-positioned company. The question is, what do you pay, assuming that this might be one of the best quarters you can imagine, just given what happened to the prices and the volumes. And it's a very opportune time to go. But I don't know, $100 billion. You talk about adjusted EBITDA, adjusted cash flow in the quarter of $1.1 billion. Can you just multiply that by 4 and then put a multiple on it? That's the big question.
There are a couple of things really stand out to me. Number one, half the assets are institutional, right? Mm-hmm. They've got $223 billion in assets on the platform. 122 of that is institutional. And as you said, I mean, that speaks to the growth, certainly institutionally. But this plays right into your whole thing about as good as it gets versus sweet spot. How could anything be better than this, given the environment
7 million users
that they've been in, with everything going on with crypto and NFTs and all the craziness around that in what has been a raging bull market?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to say, if you thought that there were sustainable trends here, is that, yeah, fine, the prices aren't going to do necessarily every quarter what they did this quarter, but if you could have a decent run rate of turnover in this area, and again, it's mostly a lot of just flow trading. It's not just, people deciding to buy a few Bitcoin and put it away. Then I guess that's what you have to sort out here. Also, just a unique spot in this area to be an equity that's going to be listed as a play on crypto digital assets. And I think that's going to probably be the backdoor way a lot of investors, a lot of public equity investors decide that they can participate here, just even if it's a psychological hedge, so that this area does not completely leave them behind.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.